My name is Ashley Brown. My pronouns are she and hers, and I am a principal consultant at GH Smart. I really stepped back, and I think I got a book on resume keywords or something like that. I'm sure you can Google it now. But there was a book around, hey, here are things that are pretty common on people's resumes, and this is how they show up. And I literally looked through and I was like, oh, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do this. And then I had this list of all these like resume buzzwords. It's just so corny, but resume buzzwords that I'd done and that I had exposure to. And then I really started putting my accomplishments under them. I find that it's very important to get crystal clear about the outcomes that you've had, the accomplishments that you've had in a quantitative way. So, okay, you got this grant. That's cool. What does that mean? How big is the grant? How many people applied for it? How selective was the process? Because you want people to see how awesome you are. And oftentimes, if you're applying for a job out of the academic context, they won't know that. I mean, my husband's a professor. He gets really excited about papers he publishes in certain journals or grants he gets. And I'm like, great job. Like, I know it's big, but I really don't know what that means. So you want to make it as easy as possible for employers to see how amazing you are. So I had my buzzwords, I had my accomplishments, I quantified them as to how the degree and the level of selectivity and how grand they were in the scheme of what I'd done. And then I took that and then I wrote a cover letter. When you're interviewing for somewhere, interview them just as much as they're interviewing you. You need to find out what's important to you and ask those questions. And it may seem awkward, it may feel like a little bit off-putting, but it's not. If people really love where they work, they're going to share with you all the great things. And you should push them about the things they don't like as well. Because the worst thing is to be, bright and shiny in a new role and then hate it for something that you could have prevented. So if people say, yeah, this is a really competitive atmosphere, and you don't like competition, not a great space for you. If people say, oh yeah, there's a ton of flexibility and freedom and you can do whatever you want, and you thrive in structured environments, not the right place for you. If someone says like, oh, we have a very strict process with every couple of years, you're either promoted or you leave, and you know that you like to be able to really enjoy where you are and stay in there and make your own way, then a place that has a really structured promotion model may not be a great fit. So I would start off again in the self-reflection process. I keep coming back to self-reflection, but it is so important because you do have to know yourself and you have to know what you want and what you're looking for. And some of it will evolve over time. But by starting with what's important to me, what have I enjoyed most about my PhD experience, what's really irked me, then that's a great place for you to begin to know about the culture.